Love is kind, love is beautiful, love is special, love is unique, love is God's purpose for man. In last episode, we saw that if you are in love, if you talk love, you must know God because God is love. And I promise you, we're going to go deeper into the second part. That's why today I am bringing to you love talk, love in relationship. Hey everyone, welcome to Moments with MP podcast. I know you guys loved the last episode. I received course and thank you again to Sir Antoine for the part one. I remember we were supposed to do that edition together, but we said no. Let us go into the conversation and have two episodes talking about love. So today we will be talking about love in a relationship. Okay, I know I have a man of God here with all the abilities that I told him before now. Pastor, have the Bible, talk to us, the real thing, the practical things. And for that, I have here our awesome, if I call him Chief. So Chief, can you introduce yourself to us?
Well, first of all, I just want to thank you for the invite.
Yes.
For giving me the opportunity to share the knowledge, the little knowledge I've gathered so far concerning love and
it's been long, like we've been waiting to have this discussion. You know, we got busy and everything, but I'm so happy that you said yes and you were able to create that time. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. But actually, I will say I'm called Josias, and I'm a pastor, and I thank God I'm here. So we are going to have a great time. Thank you.
He didn't tell you another part of him. He is a businessman, guys. This guy, he has things going in and out in Cameroon and all the rest. He just behave humble, and he's a chief back home. So if you're there with him, his community people will come for you. Mr. Jose, the reason I had you here is because so often in our society, many things are going wrong in relationship, and at times I myself I even get confused. Like, is this love? Is this submission? What's happening? Should love take away your identity as a person, or what it's all about? So from your own point of view, how will you define love in a relationship?
Well, love is just so complex to understand. Very complex, and that complexity has existed from the day men have been together to today. And well, definition of love, we can define love a bond that attracts people together, and that bond can be through emotions, religion, and so on. Well, when it comes to emotional relationship, that has to do with marriage and courtship or dating. It's usually feel of emotions, whereby you have this sensation that you can't do without the other. You know,
deep things.
Yeah, you can't do without the other. Yeah, just I think biologists will say it's the mixture of hormones, dopamine, cortisol, all of them mixed together in your system. That makes you feel like you're about to go off this planet.
In primary school, we used to define love as the feeling you feel when you feel the feeling you feel you've never felt before. that was the definition we gave to love. So when you start feeling the feeling you feel the feeling that you've never felt before, then that is love for you. And we want to, because one thing I believe personally is that love is beautiful. And Bible tells us there is no fear in love, because some people may have gone through very devastating relationship, toxic relationship, and they don't even know what love is. They see it differently. But I want us to project that beauty of love? Like, how is love beneficial for us? How is it important for us to be in love or having someone in our life to express and share that love with?
How important is love in our life? Well, I would say no matter what, despite the different types of love we have, love is as important as life is.
Itself.
It's just so important that men should love each other, men and women, or in a community, we should show love to each other. Love really enables us to connect. Love enables us to flow together. Love makes us to feel special. Right?
Wow.
So
love should make you feel special and not lost and not in prison, because there are some love that makes you feel like you're in a bondage and it gives you a lot of fear. There are people that are in a relationship with somebody, and each time they want to do something, they want to hide from that person. Like, they feel that fright, that fear. Are we going to call that respect, or is it love, or what could it be?
I think to promote a healthy relationship or an environment where someone can feel love by allowing each and every one parties to express his or herself, so as to find the right balance within themselves. Then know what to do when it comes to relating with you,
each other.
Allowing someone to express him or herself, you are able to understand what correction or what you might not want that person to do, or might guide the person better. But instead of trying to make a person feel horrible by doing what they love doing,
shaming the person,
or making the person feel belittled, or making the person feel like they are not worthless, it's not something that might promote. It's fear. It promotes fear, but not love.
No. You said something very, very pertinent right now. You said allowing someone to express himself. That is very, very important. If you say you love somebody, the first thing you have to check, are you allowing is that person allowing you to express yourself? Do you feel fear to express yourself? Do you feel shame each time you express yourself? That is, you're not framing anything, you're not making big girls thing, you're not making, big aunties looking nice and everything, like the raw nature. Are you able to expose that raw you as you are? And in response to the person, they find a balance where you both can meet together. That was so deep. And talking to you as a married person, how do you express that balance between you and your partner? Because if we just allow ourselves, everybody is expressing. So how do you express that balance for you?
Well, having attained a certain level, let's start from the onset, right? The beginning of a relationship at times, especially during courtship, we usually do not show our rough selves, right? We usually show something different than what we are, so as to impress the other person, right?
That's natural.
You try to impress, you try to flow, you try to make that person feel special all the time. You go even out of your own comfort zone.
You cannot go for the first date and eat 3 fufu.
Yes.
The guy will just
you just try to
eat half and say you're full.
You're not really yourself.
Yes.
But when you go deeper, when you stay with your partner, that's when you start noticing the faults, the lackings of your partner. Now, how do you find the balance at this level? In my own experience, I would say when I met my partner, I had my characteristics I was looking for.
Yeah.
And when I met her, I was like, okay, this is what I
desire.
This is the woman I want. But there are certain things I would love to change. But you know, she was.
By the way, he's married to my sister, my village sister.
There are things I would like to change. You know, but I found out that trying to change her made me unhappy and made her unhappy. You know,
deep.
Now, like trying to change her with like the method I was trying to use was like, you have to do this, you have to do this. It was not working. It wasn't working. You know, at times the person will not really express herself, will not be able to be like to feel herself in the relationship. So what I learned that you have to accept your partner as they are. Like they have tried to impress you in the beginning, but you found like 80%, 90% of what you wanted. Now the rest, you just have to know that human beings, we are imperfect. You yourself, you are imperfect. So how do you expect someone to 100% be what you want her to be
all the time?
So I just decided that, okay, if I can encourage you to be yourself, I will encourage you. If I can show you a different picture of what you can be, what you can do, I will show it to you. If you can pick it from there and bring your own additions into it and like express yourself in your own natural space, not me trying to force you into what you are unable to do, and you find yourself being frustrated at the end and
not even doing
it. At the end, the party is frustrated. You yourself are frustrated because you think that, okay, I have told you do this, you're unable to do
it.
But encouraging your partner to try to adjust to something else by allowing her doing at her own space.
That is so powerful. And in relationship, one thing I also learned is that we are each other's babies. You know, like you will call your wife baby, your husband will call you baby. We are actually each other's baby. If you see your husband like that, your son, that's your baby that you are grooming, the things that his fault and everything, you will instead see it as an opportunity to mold him more in that area. If you see your wife, you are not coming from a push of rebuke, but you're coming from a place of molding. You're coming from a place of building up. You're coming from a place like, I want to cultivate you. I want to bring out that best in you. Therefore, the person will freely, willingly do it. Baby say, don't you never you do this again. Especially for women. I don't know about men, but when you tell a woman that is that you've made a challenge on her, and instead she will fight you back, or she will not be happy, she will be very sad, and that make both of you sad. So love is about growing together, knowing and accepting each other, and in it cultivating so that you guys can meet up together. So what are some of the signs for us to know that somebody is not in love with us in a relationship? What are some red flags? What are some attitudes that can strike for you, for some, because somebody can be in a relationship and you're not even sure if this person loves me genuinely. It's not about just saying that I love you. Love is deeper. So what are the things that because so many people are watching us right now, that they can look out to know that, okay, how do I know that this person loves me? What are the little things that they can check out?
Well, it's quite, I would say, unfortunate that human beings are able to hide their feelings.
Right?
They are able to fake, to be like, to show you what you want to see. Why deeply, that's not really what they are, feel, or what they are. You know, someone can boldly tell you, I love you, whereas he might just be interested in something in you, or maybe
to sleep with you, and let go of you.
That's all. No, and men are fond of that, especially when they are in a teenage age. It doesn't even matter the age group. Men are fond of that. Especially when a man needs, like, he's not ready for a serious relationship. He just loves any woman he sees,
and he knows.
And he knows, but he knows that the love language. He knows love. Men love. They naturally know the love language of women, right? The 5 love languages that we all know, right? So they will use it on you. They try to see which one you prefer as a love language. Now, we usually try to see love in those love languages, whereas you are just manipulative tools that men can use or women can use. It's vice versa. Some women also go into
that's very correct.
It's vice versa. It's true that we African, we usually love to place the blame on men, whereas women are as guilty as men are.
True.
True. They are as guilty. Now, how do you know that someone loves you? Very deep question and difficult to answer. Because of the nature of human being. But someone who genuinely loves you is ready to do everything on his capacity to make you feel special, or to make you be who you are. Like, they are not just that. They are when someone loves you, he will not just be giving you like this enticing word. He might not always be using enticing word. He or she might be very like hard on you. Because that person loves you. He might not always express it with emotions. They will really show you your faults. They will show you your wrongdoings.
They'll be truthful
to you. But in our society, we usually tend to see those people as those who do not love.
Of course.
But
because we feel hurt by that truth that we don't want to face.
But they are the people who really love you. They will tell you what you're doing. That's not good. That might be like a blocking stone, or something like a hindrance to your love, to your flow. They will be honest with you. But who doesn't love you might not tell you what you are doing, the truth. They will just try to flow and get what they want. Okay, what you have done, everything you do, they will just give you a hand of applause. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, you are just amazing. Everything is just so like just praises. You will just receive all those praises, but deeply inside, they know that it's just for a reason, and that's why they don't have time to build.
It means that with time, that intention will be made known.
You cannot.
Fake love cannot last forever.
You can hide. You can mimic yourself like social insect. Mimic your attitude. Like, show something else. Try to use appraisal word to make someone feel special. When the person is not really special to you. So, to me, real love. To know that someone loves you, that person should be able to tell you face to face
the truth
about
who you are. And some other aspect of it too that I think, thank you for that one. Another aspect of it too that I think is that someone that loves you will pay attention to the things when you are talking. They try to pay attention. You may be in your conversation, and each time you are talking, the person just wants to bring his own point, his own idea, his own point. We never hear you out. Someone that loves you, even if what you're saying doesn't make sense, the person will first try to hear you out. And another thing, we define love. Love is peace. If you're in a relationship with someone and you feel fright instead of peace, then that is a point that something is wrong. And the truth is, deep inside our heart, we know, but the fear of the consequence that will happen if we let go of that love keeps us away, and we just want to say, okay, let me just bury myself inside. And this is for relationship, right? Marriage is different. But if already you're in that courtship zone and you feel that fright, you cannot become who you were meant to be. Let's say you have a gift, for example, your wife does cake, bakery, baking, and everything. Like, I see the way you encourage her. You're always there for every event, presenting it, going up, cheering her up. Like, I look at it and I'm like, whoa, this is amazing. You support her dream. But if that was in another scenario, somebody could have just killed that dream and buried it. I remember we used to work together, and before I even met your wife, you were like, my wife is amazing. She does this case, she does this, she does that. We used to sell back at work, and you were like, my wife made this. If you taste what my wife did, you will never eat from anybody. And I was like, whoa, this guy, where are you from? So that encouragement, even when she is not there, you always put her high there. And somebody that doesn't love you will not want you to do something new for yourself. They want you to do something just for them. So if at each time you're projecting something that is for yourself and they damn the idea, no, you're too old, you cannot go to school again, you don't even have sense, how will you go? You're going to waste money. You say, hey babe, I want to try this new project. Which project? Just give me the money, I will do something better. Try it and fail. Somebody that loves you will want you to try things, will not limit your potential, because there is so much that you can do. And you have the ability. Say, we can do all things. We have the ability. And one thing I will tell you is that don't allow another person to validate what you can do in love. Don't allow the other person to validate what you can do. So we have few minutes to wrap up this talk and the conversation. And I just want to ask you, what will be the key takeaways for us as an advice to our young men and our young women out there when it comes to love, when it comes to choosing a partner? Based on your experience, what would be those or the key things that you want to give out there as an advice for them to take back?
Well, as a piece of advice to the young ones seeking for love, looking for love, the best way I can say to choose a partner is, at times we might have some cliches.
The female and the male, are they going to have the same advice, or you separate them? Maybe there's one thing you want to give your son, and when you get to your daughter, you will say something else. So, to who are you talking?
All right. In general, okay. Let's specify.
Yes.
Let's specify. In general, if you find a woman, you want to get married to my son, who might listen to this podcast
some years ago, of course.
Some years to come.
Yeah.
If you are looking for a woman, in as much as physical attraction is important, because you are going to be with that person for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And you do not want to like cage yourself with that cliche that we have in Africa that says physical attraction is not important. It's just about the
washing plate, cooking.
It's just about the person, the heart.
Big lie.
How do you see the heart of that person?
You need to look good from morning to night.
It's important that it's important. And there's another thing I would say is, in Africa we have this another cliche where we think that women who come from rich family just not to be respectful or not to be good in a relationship. We tend to see that it's all of those from the poor background
that are humble,
that
are good wives, that can make good wives,
that can be good in a relationship.
Yeah,
I think that one is also like
a big lie.
It's not true.
It's a big lie.
It's a big lie. So one thing is, if you are ready to go into a relationship where you want that relationship to go far, it's important to first of all, physical attraction.
Yeah.
Important first, that's what I said. Secondly, if the person may not be able to show herself, she might not be able, like, in the beginning of a relationship, it's easy not to really be who you are because you really want to impress your partner, right? If you as a man, you are unable to know who really your partner is, and if you're really serious, you will not be like only like trying to meet that person out far from the family. Get close to the family, learn to know the family members, learn to know especially the mother. If you get to get married to a woman, know the mother of that woman, because what that woman will show you is what she has learned from the mom. And her mom, by seeing you, like, mothers do not have that ability to hide who they are. You will easily know who your wife to be will be from her mother.
That's deep secret. You're unveiling some things that were meant to be hidden.
No, it's important. You need to come close to that family. See the way the family setup is. That's for me, because I'm talking in a sense where you are going to a relationship that you want to go to finalize with marriage. Once you go into such relationship, you are going to a lady, learn to know her mother. Very important. After you have seen the physical aspect of that lady, learn to know the mother.
The mom.
Very important. Once you know the mom, because that mother must always have influence over the daughter. She will always have influence. Women have influence.
This is the first time I'm hearing it this way.
Women have influence over the home. In any house you go, the real governor is the woman.
Is the mom.
So if you do not learn to know that woman, it means you are taking a risk. You are taking a risk. That's said.
For your son.
For my son, for
your
my daughter.
Yes.
For my daughter, I know.
Your daughter, which I'm planning to bring some bride price some years to come.
And so that, I've always said, let each person choose
their partner.
Because it's important that you choose your partner.
Right.
So tomorrow, if something goes wrong, you blame yourself. You not say the woman you gave to me.
True.
So that being said, for my daughter, women like in our society, we tend to say women love rough men. Women just because
talk.
That's just because women love masculine men. That's all. You can be
men in authority.
You can be. You can be as responsible as you are, but be masculine. Show to that young lady that
I got you.
That she can be protected. She can depend on you. At a certain level, women, no matter how strong they are, they are emotional beings. They are emotional beings, very emotional. And if you as a man, you're unable to support her in her emotions, it's like a failing in making her feel like she has someone she can count on. So to my daughter, I will say, like I said, for a lady, I said look onto the mother. For the man, I will also advise to look. At times, it's important to look also onto the father. It's important to look.
So for the lady, let her look at the father of that potential husband.
There's this cliche that usually men get from their father, the way they treat their mothers. It's true that they might heal from that by advice. If they have had a bad cliche from their father, they can heal from that eventually. It's not like a general rule we can say, okay, let's stick to this rule, this is what works. We are human beings, we heal from certain setbacks, from certain.
When you were talking about the women, you did not make this balance. Are you seeing what Mr. Josiah is doing right now?
I am making this balance.
Now he's talking about the men, and then we have to look at the father. But if it doesn't balance, you can get healing. And when he was talking about the mother, he was like, guys, look at the mother. If the mother is not right, became a run. Now,
of course, because the life of men, most of the time, the life of a man depends on a woman.
Yes.
Because a woman can either build you or destroy you.
Destroy you. True.
Yeah, and for men, most likely they just at times it all depend on their wives or on their woman, the way they behave.
Yeah.
It will like lead them to a certain behavior. Like men usually do not really have so much to bring. Since they are not emotional attached, like they don't have this emotional flip. They don't mood swing. You know, they have a man will always have a steady way of doing. Yeah, they are most like to be stable.
Yeah.
So if you see the father of that lady and of that boy, of that guy,
yeah,
he's stable. He has a stable mindset.
Yeah.
He's masculine as well, and he's responsible. There's 100% possibility that young man is a responsible young man as well, because he has gotten some good experience
grooming.
He has been groomed by someone
who
is masculine as a man who takes care of the home, and as well he's a father that also responsible enough
that shows up.
Yeah, you know, that's from my little experience, that's what I can share to who or she who wants to go into a relationship, a lasting relationship.
Yeah.
But if you just want to go to a relationship where you just want to feel good, you can just engage.
It's your choice. And when the time of crying comes, know that you choose it.
Okay. You made your choice.
Yeah, you made the choice, and this is just us coming out. Like, thank you so much. You said a lot of deep things, and I'm so grateful for sharing that. A quick recap for the guys. This is the part that gingered me the most. So for the guys, if you are looking for a wife, take a look at the mom. Take a look at the attitude. Your wife can be covering up and just showing you the good shape and everything. But when you get into a relationship with the mom will just throw everything away. Then you will see what you're choosing so that you can choose again. And for the ladies, look at the guy's dad or the father figure in his life. You know, at times your dad may not be around, just that father figure or that mother figure in the girl's life, and then you'll be able to determine. So it was an awesome and beautiful one. If you've watched so far, thank you guys so much. Make sure you like, subscribe, put in your questions. Okay, I will get to Mr. Joseph later if you have any question, so that we can bombard him with it. But this was so epic. Thank you so much. I've learned a lot, and I hope that you watching me right there, you've learned too. Thank you, and subscribe. See you. Bye.